Hey guys, what's up?
What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Welcome to the show.
Let's
We got
get
a
it.
little
Let's get it.
intro now, but it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
There you go. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to start somewhere. You got to build from something, kind of like what
That's
we did
right.
this year. We built from something. Let's go.
Right? Did you see that post? First of all, welcome to the Overreaction show. We are 2022 NFC Division, NFC West Division. Help me out, Rod. I'm too excited.
NFC West
West
Division champs.
champions. I put
Period.
it on the
Point
I,
blank.
I put it on the YouTube description, and now I can't even get it out of my mouth.
It's all good. It's all
Okay.
good.
We're just here to overreact about and brag about our team.
That's it. Throwback. What's up, man? How you doing, man?
Hey,
Shout out to
girl,
everybody that's in the chat and everything. What's going on, everybody?
woohoo! Yes, we won the West.
Won the West and
And
made it
we're going
look
to talk
easy
about how
too.
the West was won, right?
Let's get it. I'm with you.
So, yeah, I saw this. I think it was on Instagram, and it was because I had shared it to my stories about how it started and now how it's going, and yeah, you know what? You can't ever go by how it starts because it's always how you finish.
Absolutely.
You know
Absolutely. Christian, what's going on, man?
what's
Absolutely.
up? What's up, Christian? Huge supporter of our show. And
Appreciate
just the
you.
channel and 49ers.
Appreciate you.
We
But
do.
yeah, I look at how we played everything this week and the way everything was executed. It was flawless. It was smooth. Um, I shouldn't say flawless, excuse me. It was a good game. The end didn't show the actual score, you know what I'm saying? Or like
Yeah,
the outlook of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because the game wasn't that close at all. Looking at the score and
right.
everything, it was nowhere near what 21-13. I think that's what the score was.
Right. And Eagles fans talking shit, tell him to keep that same energy. We shall see. And he gives BCB 49ers Throwback gives BCB a B plus. I like it. And now we have welcome to the conversation, Rod's cousin and
Dan,
Rams
what's up, man?
fan. What's up, Dan?
How
What's
you
up?
doing, man? How
With
you
the
doing?
Steinway in the back.
I was tickling the keys earlier, which is why I'm late. I thought I might, get me a fresh set of tunes in before I came on. It was such a lovely day of football, right? Right?
Facts,
And
facts.
still going
Congratulations.
on.
Yeah, congratulations. You played yourself to the Colts. You guys truly played yourselves today. I really had money on you guys. Not really, but
Right.
I
Yeah.
was really like 33 zip. Thought the game was over. I think everybody did. I looked
I,
at all the
I
tweets.
told Gina, I was like, nope, nope, not at all. Stranger things have happened. Clearly.
I mean,
That's the
who knew it was
biggest
going to
comeback.
be the biggest comeback in NFL history? I mean, I was just like, there's no way they can let this slip away. But you know what? Considering it came from an interim coach.
He knows the
I mean,
game
you're up 33-0. You're not supposed to lose a game.
at all. Not even close.
It's
The mere
not
fact that they
supposed
lost it.
to happen.
Yeah, yeah. That's just something that I wouldn't. You couldn't have told me that was gonna happen. You couldn't have paid me
Yeah.
and told me that was gonna happen. Like I legit thought the way that they was playing, it was a wrap. Oh, Marcus is in the building. Big Marcus, what's up, Marcus?
Marcus, what up with the CTE? No, I'm playing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Bulls score again. Oh, wait, so he's watching basketball. Uh,
Oh, he said
Oh,
Bills.
Bills. Okay. I was like,
Oh, okay.
basketball?
I was thinking the same thing. Bulls score again.
Yeah.
I was
It
like,
was 3
yeah. I was like, I didn't understand. It was
seconds.
3 seconds. I'm not even watching the game, so I don't even know what's going
Oh,
on. Don't even
it's
know what's
on right
happening.
now. I'm
I
certainly
have it
watching.
on mute. I have it on mute.
It's going into halftime right now.
What's the score?
So, um,
Buffalo 21-13, Miami, I believe.
they did score,
Mm.
huh? So yeah, I was calling the Vikings and I tweeted it. I was like fraudulent and all this other crap. Me and my brother, Mike, we were just like talking about like, fuck them and they're gonna be exposed and all this other crap. And I still stand on it. They are
I do too.
frauds.
There's no way.
It's hard to call a team a fraud
But let's
when they come back from 33.
but
But that's not
consider who they
a
played.
Wouldn't that
Thank you.
be Indianapolis being a fraud?
But here's the thing, okay? The Colts, all right? So they're down 33 against the Colts. So they should have came back against the Colts.
Not
You're
33
playing with house
down.
money.
Like
You're playing with
not
house money.
33 down. No one is supposed to lose if you're up 33. Like we're not talking 14. We're not talking 21. We're not saying 28 to 7. 33 to zip. And you have 30
Period.
minutes left of football to play. You're not supposed to lose. I don't care who it is.
Big Leo, what's up, homie? I agree. I'm sorry. As an athlete, as a competitor, do you know, like, well, Dan knows me because he knows our like being a competitor, I would have literally cussed everybody out. I know I would have. Like, I know me and I know what I bring, and it's no way that I can sit up there and allow somebody to come back on me 33 to 0. Nah. Because as a coach, we need to talk. We need to talk because I need some understanding. You know what I'm saying? Jim Irsay, the owner. Yeah, I need to understand some stuff.
Yeah, that's very
33
true.
to zip. And I mean, of course, it happened with Matt Ryan.
Just
Of
Saturday.
course, it did.
Oh,
Of
no
course,
doubt.
no, Matt Ryan. Of
Matt
course, it
Ryan.
happened with him. Like
He
my
can't be
man can't
trusted.
catch a break. He
He
can't
can't
catch a
be
break.
trusted.
Well, is it him or is it the play calling? Dun
It's
dun
both.
dun.
It's
Was
both,
it
but
Kyle
yeah,
in Atlanta or was it Ryan?
Matt
Matty
Ryan
Ice.
is in a Shanahan system. He was from Mike Shanahan. He can only play in a certain kind of system.
That's a fact.
That's why Kyle wanted Matt. Kirk
Marcus
Cousins is
said
the same
the
way.
coordinator has to catch a bus home because he's fired.
That's
Step
a
into my
fact.
office. Why? Because you're fucking fired.
Absolutely. It's over with. It's no way that you can sit up there and tell me that the collapse like this now this year, you can't blame Kyle Shanahan. So now who's to blame? Matt Ryan was a part of both of these. So who didn't execute what?
I mean, Dan Quinn is winning in Dallas, so I'm not gonna blame Dan Quinn.
Hey, Nathan.
Kyle Shanahan is winning in San Francisco. I'm not gonna blame Kyle. That leaves one more common denominator.
Exactly. Like you know, I don't know. It's just that's a tough one right there. Just to nearly see like Matt Ryan literally has no type of arm. It's noodle arm.
Yeah.
Speaking of
trash.
quarterbacks that need to retire, as in Matt Ryan, but you guys heard that Brady announced that he's going to retire after the season.
I didn't see
When?
that.
I didn't see that
today.
either.
Yeah, Yeah, it's today.
I miss that.
He's gonna hang up the cleats after the season. Finally, it was great
So is
news.
that
It was.
so is this the reason why the Bucks are now throwing him under the bus as far as changing all the plays and stuff? After the coaches,
I mean, but he
is this
is. But they said that happens all the time.
Mm,
That happens all
mm.
the time.
So what's the point of coaches on his, with him? I'll say it that
Right,
way.
because he calls all kinds of shit, right? He the schemes and
Well, I mean, clearly we know who's in control there. So, you know, and plus Tommy Boy, if he don't get his way, then he always starts crying about him. I'm gonna leave the game. Because he wants to come to your team. He wants to be a 49er. He wants to, end his career for the team he loved growing up and watching.
We don't
yeah.
need
And
him, nor do we
the
want his services.
Shanahans are like, yeah, nah.
And this
No.
is the reason why we were saying no. And this is the reason why Kyle looks up and goes, 2 years ago, you had a
The
chance. And
shenanigans.
everything went perfect for Tampa Bay. Now, right off into the sunset, man. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy
I
it, man.
mean, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Did he just want to get divorced and this was going to be his way to get out?
It's a beautiful question. She made more money than him. So I just try to understand, like, what was his logic behind it? I love the game. You're 45, man. Go relax and enjoy your kids. Like,
Hang up your
make memories with them.
cleats.
He
Yeah,
didn't want that life. He didn't want that life.
At all. At all. Like, you just want a couple of months, if that, just with your children after the game, maybe a couple of hours, then back to what you do. I don't know. Me personally, nah. Not at 45. Nah.
No.
Not with those type of hits. Nah. Mm-mm. I know
So
how it feels to wake up.
right. So final score of the 49er game ended up being what, 21-13, 21-14. What was it?
21-13.
21-13.
Thanks, Marcus. Thanks for letting us know.
Where's Wise when you need him? Because I'd
He's
love to
missing
ask
this.
this question again.
He's missing them right now.
Is Brock Purdy, good enough to win you guys games? Well, we know that answer to that question is yes. But can you depend on Brock Purdy if the defense isn't on? And I think we all know the answer to that question, which is no. You can't depend on Brock Purdy without the defense.
In what ways? Please explain.
You can't lean on your offense to win you games. You have to, it has to be a defensive effort. What I'm saying is Brock Purdy is not good enough to win games on his own without your defense, is what I'm saying. Without your defense, Brock Purdy would not get the job done. Is that more clear or plain?
Well, I think I'm trying to understand what you mean by that, because last week we scored 21 at halftime and it was 21-0, and that was a lot to do with him. So
What
I'm
team
trying
was
to
that you guys were playing last week?
Tampa Bay, the team that was like a top 5 defense.
Oh, no, top 5D.
They were. I didn't say now. I don't know what they are now. I don't care.
Oh,
They're
no.
behind us now.
I mean, on both sides of the ball, they're in the bottom category of the league. But yeah, so you did this against Tampa.
Wise is in here. Wise.
Wise.
So
You can ask him the question now. He's on here.
it was the bottom of the league. Oh, Wise heard me. I'm sure he heard me because he's here. So I can guarantee
Absolutely,
you,
Marcus.
I
Absolutely.
can guarantee you Tampa is no competition, no comparison to the 49ers. Seattle is a good team. I think we all can agree that Seattle is better than Tampa Bay. Okay. You guys scored all of 21 points against Seattle. They scored 13 points on you guys, a one possession game.
We had a
And
short week.
all I'm saying is I don't think Brock Purdy can get the job done without your defense. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if that is incorrect. Does anybody disagree with me? Do you agree that? Are you saying that Brock Purdy can get the job done without your defense?
It's still, the jury's still out. I legit can't answer that yet.
Where you at, Wise?
I think you said the opposite on our preview show. I need to roll the tape. You said Brock Purdy is that man.
Whoa. I don't recall saying Brock
Let's
Purdy.
Roll the tape. You said Brock Purdy looks really good. I think he's that man.
And all I'm at, and that's hasn't changed. Brock Purdy looks good. My question is, can Brock Purdy win you games without
depends
that
on
defense?
It depends on who we play.
So if you're playing a Tampa Bay, because clearly we're talking playoffs at this point, but we'll go to what you're saying, Rod. So clearly, if you're playing a Tampa Bay, Brock Purdy can win the game all by himself. You can put in the third string defense against Tampa Bay, and you should get the job done. But we're talking against playoff competition. We're now
it might come out of the South, so that's still a wide open situation. We don't know who's coming out of the NFC South because it stinks down there. So
no one would. Everybody knows that whoever is matched up against anyone in the NFC South, that's a W. Everyone knows that. I don't think there's anyone that believes Tampa Bay or Carolina or Atlanta is going to beat a San Fran, a Dallas Cowboys, a Minnesota. Philadelphia. Nobody believes that.
And this is another thing to answer your question and to also think about your question. We also got to remember Brock Purdy played with messed up ribs. And
I was going to say that too. Mm-hmm.
He played with that the first week. So now that you're bringing him into the situation and how poised he played, even in this last game against Seattle, he did exactly what was needed. He didn't have to do too much. He did what we've been asking Jimmy G to do for years. He did it. He executed exactly the plays to Kittle. I don't see Jimmy G pulling the plug and waiting that long for the second touchdown to Kittle. Shout out to Mark. I don't see him going and getting that pass off. So what I'm saying to that is you got to understand that Brock Purdy is playing exactly how Kyle wants him to play, which is he's playing the position smooth. And for a third string quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, I would honestly give him an A if we're going to give him a grade letter, because name a third string quarterback, last pick of the draft, that comes walking in and is doing what he's doing.
Yeah, Wise. He started 10 of 10. 10
of
completions. 10. Yeah, he did.
That man was balling.
Yeah.
With injured ribs. Like, what?
Like
look, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm not here to debate. Let's ride with Brock. Right now, what he's doing right now, everybody on the team should love. That's just the honest factor behind it. I'm taking my biased portion out of the situation. At the end of the day, what Brock Purdy is doing and what Marcus brought up some weeks ago, Marcus is looking right now. He's looking absolutely correct. And I really want to challenge him, because as many punches he's taken to the head, for him to be correct on this one, I'm like, how? Because we all know that when you look at the way that he's played in the game and everything, he's not fazed by anything that's thrown at him. He's played in big games. He's seen crowds like this. It's nothing to him right now.
It's not phased.
Thing that he hasn't, exactly. The biggest thing he hasn't seen yet is playoffs. that atmosphere. Outside of that,
Mhm.
he's seen every atmosphere. He's not fazed by this. Kyle has even said it. This is the most poised rookie he's ever had. So asking and saying what you're saying right now, he's pretty much checking all the boxes of what you've asked with messed up ribs. So just imagine. And they said after the game that he's actually, we don't know how true this is. So let me make that clear. He said that he didn't get even more injured after the game. So if he can sit up here and get even healthier with the rest that we have, well, we don't play until what? The day before the 25th. So it is what it is. We're running pretty smooth right now. These days off and everything, and him just getting these mental reps and everything, that's what's needed right now. The man didn't even throw last week at practice for the most part. Hey, man, Brock is something different. We've never seen it before. Everybody knows that when it comes down to seeing something new, we always look at something new and we never want to go with it. Why? Because of the possibility of the unknown. That's what it is. And because he's an unknown product right now, granted, he's the third quarterback. And I heard something today. Somebody told me, or I heard something that was said by, I don't know how true, but it made me think about it. Let's just say Kyle Shanahan always had Brock Purdy on his list, so to speak. He didn't want to pick him up and utilize him maybe for cheaper, or he probably Brock Purdy may have been asking for more money at the time if he would have been a free agent before he would have gotten drafted. So could you imagine if that was the case and Brock did come onto this team and all behind closed doors, let's just say trade doesn't work out or whatever the case may be, and Brock was his guy in this draft, all along, instead of everybody thinking that it was supposed to be Mac Jones. Just a thought. Just a thought. You can hang it up with Jimmy G. Jimmy G's
Yeah.
good riddance. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate all your services. But it is what it is. Keep doing Subway commercials.
So
fresh.
all I want to know. So it sounds like that you believe Brock Purdy can win without, your defense being stout like they are. Is that what I'm getting?
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to get that question answered. I see the comments. I love the Purdy, the Purdy rush. Here we go. It's Purdy mania. Does that thing
That's
look
what
Purdy?
we have to go with.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Purdy. So yeah, absolutely. Purdy mania.
We are legit playing with house money right now, and nobody right now
Oh, you are.
can grasp the fact of how Purdy is playing right now. And then on top of that, he's executing Kyle Shanahan's offense. That's scary, and that's what makes Jimmy G behind us like a license plate.
This is Kyle's golden boy right now. This is
Absolutely.
what Kyle has been waiting for during his regime.
I cannot wait. I just cannot wait until Trey comes back. Ooh, man.
Me too.
I cannot wait until Trey comes back, because then I get to, read and listen to all the hateful comments that 49ers fans have. Man, it's real tough. It's real tough when you see your fan base.
We've been doing that since last year.
Hey, listen. I'm just letting you know, Purdy mania is gonna have your guy Trey looking for a job.
When? What are you talking about?
Brock Purdy, if he wins you all a Super Bowl, Trey Lance will not be a 49er.
You know how much draft capital we just traded to get Trey? That's almost.
We'll get it from somebody else.
Well, you also got two things can be true to answer to go with your thing and your thought. We win a championship with Brock Purdy. let's say Brock Purdy plays average. It's still a possibility of the unknown going into next season and having a quarterback competition. Right now, in my honest opinion, we have a quarterback competition. Saturday, 2 nights ago,
Mhm.
Brock Purdy with messed up ribs made this a quarterback competition. The reason
Yeah.
being 3 stars to 4. So it's a competition right now.
I agree.
But if he wins it and he doesn't look like a stellar superstar or whatever the case may be and all that, the jury is still out because we have to be honest with it. Who has a stronger arm? Everybody knows this. It's Trey. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Who is
Yeah, he
faster?
does.
It's Trey. Who's
And
bigger?
Trey can
It's
throw the
Trey.
deep ball.
Trey can throw the deep ball. He has the fastest.
Can't Purdy throw
All
the deep
that.
ball?
The only
We
yes, he
haven't
can
seen
throw a
it
deep
yet.
ball, but he can't throw it like him. Trust me on that. He can't throw it like Trey. The only thing that he's winning on is because he's getting reps and he's healthy. That's the only part that Brock Purdy right now is winning right now in. It's nothing else right now because Lance, it's the unknown. That's a fact. The unknown is because we do not know what Lance can do to the fullest because we
So
haven't seen enough reps.
you guys are diehard 49ers fans. Okay. You know
Absolutely.
your fan base. You know your organization. You know all of this. Are you willing to sit here and tell me that if Brock Purdy wins you a Super Bowl this year, you're telling me the Trey Lance supporters are just going to be rowdy and ready to go? Come on, man. Like, y'all know your fan base. Let's keep it real here. We know what it
Boy,
is. If Brock Purdy wins you a Super Bowl, there's not going to be a lot of people screaming Trey Lance's name.
You're first of all, I just want the ring. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
First, number one. So if it comes down that it's Brock Purdy that's giving us that, it is what it is. Whatever. I'm not tripping right now. Right now, it's Brock Purdy season. I can worry about next season. Next season, I can worry about off season during off season. Right now, Brock Purdy time. Period.
If Trey Lance gets cleared, then what?
He's a backup.
You can't
Why?
just,
Why switch off
Trey.
a hot hand? Like,
Yeah,
come on, man.
exactly.
Doesn't make
That's
sense.
that's like what we were
chemistry. Come
talking
on
about.
now.
Remember we were talking about it last
I'm just
show,
giving you a
the
different perspective to
the
look at.
Kaepernick and Alex Smith. We were talking about it on the
Yeah.
preview show. Like, who has the hot hand? Exactly.
I'm just being honest. Like, I can't as much. And if anybody, and I know how Dan operates mentally, and I know he's trying me, but I'm just being honest. Like, I don't know any other way behind it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I honestly have to take the bias
For
portion
sure.
out of it and just keep it real. Like, hold up. Doesn't Kyle Shanahan like pocket passes?
Nah,
Because
Yes.
I
Mac Jones
remember
He
was a
at
smoke
one
does.
screen.
point
He does
That
like
was
you're
a
trying to
pocket
draft Mac
passers.
Jones.
That
and
was
Brock
a
Purdy
smoke
is a
screen.
pocket.
He could have drafted Mac Jones and waited. Like, they didn't even have to move up in the draft. They could have
No,
drafted Mac
I
Jones in the
think
current
he
position that they was
wanted
in right
Mac
now.
Jones, but they forced him to draft Trey Lance. That's the rumor. I believe it.
There is no way in the world that you're telling me Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones and they traded up and gave up all that draft capital to eventually get Trey Lance, the unknown. No way.
Hey, stranger
No
things have
way.
happened.
I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just being honest. At this time now, it's like it's old news now. Like
It is. Yeah, it
Mac
is.
Jones, we've already had a year played. Well, Mac Jones has had a year played. Good luck in New England. I don't really care where you are. Don't matter. You're not doing nothing for us. At the end of the day, we know where we are. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
smash that like button, guys. And if you're not
For real.
subscribed, please subscribe. You're helping all of us right now. We need 1,000 subscribers, please.
And there goes your answer right there. He said that's not true, Gina. Kyle wanted both, but chose Trey.
That's true. That is true.
And at the end of the day, it might not be. We still don't know if that's a good pick. So, you know,
Right. With the unknown, yeah. Because the reason why I believe that he did want Mac Jones, like if he wanted both or not, is because of, that whole thing that went down with RG3. He just doesn't know how to handle mobile quarterbacks.
All I can say is this: for all you Trey Lance supporters, like myself, I'm a Rams fan. I love Trey Lance. I would love for him to be on my team. But for all you Trey Lance supporters, let me tell you something. All money ain't good money. So it's going to be one or the other. You're going to have to either get the ring or you're going to have to keep Trey Lance. But you can't have both. Oh, no. Because you all can say what you want. And I will be the first person on the show and say,
nothing
I
in the
told
cup.
you so. After Brock Purdy leads the San Francisco 49ers to a Super Bowl ring, Trey Lance.
Guess what?
Whew,
Guess what, though?
he might be a backup, all right. He might
Guess
be
what?
backing you guys up.
I wouldn't care because guess what? I got number 6, and that's all I care about. So dealing with that, I'll let management do exactly what they need to do. But I'm gonna still be a Trey Lance fan, period, regardless of where he goes. At the end of the day, I'm not mad at him. Injuries happen. It is what it is.
Trey Lance goes to the Rams. You'll be a Trey Lance fan still?
I'm a Trey Lance supporter. I'm not a Rams fan.
Okay, so you'll support Trey in a Rams jersey.
Thing. I will support.
I can buy you a
Trey's
Trey Lance Rams jersey and you'll wear it.
No, you can't. No.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Christian, for the sub.
Good try. Congratulations, you played yourself thinking that. It's not gonna happen with me on that.
I mean, Rams.
You really want to go there right now? Because I can really base that on something totally different. But let's just say you're a Rams fan. Let's leave it there. And you're correct. At the end of the day, we need to look at it for what it is. Bottom line, Purdy's getting it done. Trey right now is helping him get his stuff together, which like he's supposed to do. Appreciate that. Do what you're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, and at next year, unless if we have Brock Purdy walk in and let's say he goes into the Super Bowl and he throws 4 touchdowns, bye Trey. I'm just honest. Bye Trey.
Bye Lance.
That's bold for you to say, Rod. Honestly, from you, coming from you, I respect that.
Because it's Gina coming from Rod, you respect it. I'm the one that told you in the first place that's what was going to happen if you won the Super Bowl. But you know what, Rod, you say it, and I need Wise to say it, and I need Marcus to say it, and Nathan, and everybody else to say that if you all win a ring with Brock Purdy, it's bye Lance. Bye.
But again, but you also got to remember the nuances of how we win the Super Bowl.
Why
That's
is
a fact.
killing me right now?
Wise, you came to the show late. I was tickling the keys earlier. You know what I mean? You came to the show late. If you was on time, you would have saw the show. You know, but hey,
exactly.
Maybe next time, Wise. Maybe next time.
That is a fact.
Bye, Lance.
That is a fact. Marcus is truly.
So then you guys so you guys are loyal to the ring and not the players. I like that. Because it's ring or bust. It doesn't matter who gets you the ring. Right?
Absolutely.
Right. Hey,
I've
we're
been a Niners fan
first.
my whole life.
Regardless.
No.
Niner
Do
fans
I want
first.
Trey to lead us? Absolutely. But if Brock Purdy does it, thank you, Brock Purdy. Sorry, Trey.
Right.
Thank you for your services. Bye-bye. It is what it is.
Look, if it's Kyle Juszczyk as QB4 going in there throwing the touchdowns, I don't care who the fuck wins us the Super Bowl. Just give me the 6th Lombardi.
Give me the 6th. I don't care.
For God's sakes. CMC
And
can
Marcus,
throw some.
thank you, Marcus. Let's be real. If Trey was back there and Trey won the Super Bowl, you would be slick, mad, but hyped. Like if the roles were reversed at this time, you got to be if you're a Niner fan, like you say. That's all I'm going to say to that portion.
I mean, anybody that is a fan of Trey Lance, you have to hope that Brock Purdy does horrible in the Super Bowl. Okay, that's all. You just gotta hope that Brock Purdy does horrible because that defense will win you the game. The defense will win you the game. Okay, but as a Trey Lance fan, you have to be like, Brock, I need you to have a horrible Super Bowl game, so they won't even think about letting Trey go.
You know how crazy that sounds for you to say something like that, and that's your team. You know how wild you have to be as a fan to wish somebody not do good.
I'm trying to tell
on your team.
Listen, for the true. I mean, if people want Trey Lance on the roster, you
and Marcus ain't a Trey fan either. Oh God!
That's like me rooting against Jimmy G while he was winning.
But let's be clear, you hated Jimmy G.
I didn't hate him. He wasn't winning. He wasn't getting shit done.
No, sir.
I know. I don't like
you couldn't stand Jimmy, and I used to tease you about Jimmy all the time because I could hear Jimmy.
Look at Marcus. Marcus making an admission.
Absolutely. He knows it. He knows it. He knows it. Everybody knows.
Wise just said nope. They were still letting him walk after the year. Nope. Rob, remember when I told you before Jimmy got hurt that news article came out where they was talking about extending him, talking about signing him again for another year or whatever if everything went well. And then he got hurt, and we were both laughing about the fact, well, that's out the window. Nope, Wise. They was not talking about letting him go. They was actually talking about re-signing him again. And I was telling Rod it was going to be a whole nother QB controversy again because now you're talking about bringing back Jimmy. Well, that's all over now. Jimmy's hurt, and Brock Purdy has arrived. So the Jimmy G era in San Francisco is officially over.
Why do you think we got rid of who was that other guy? Who was the backup quarterback up
Bankert?
there in Detroit?
Oh, there's my arms.
That we gave up at the beginning of the season. Tall dude. Who's the backup? Somebody help me out. Anyway,
I thought you were talking about Bankert or whatever his name was.
Nah, I was thinking of the backup to Trey before the season started when Jimmy wasn't part of the team at the time, and we got rid of him, and then we went with Brock Purdy because Kyle Shanahan.
Oh, Nate Sudfeld.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you. Yeah.
Why Wise? You're on.
Why you think we got rid? Why you think we got rid of? See, Wise, you gotta be smarter than the average bear with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how his tricks are, and you just gotta maneuver through the BS. Because trust me. Now this is a mini blue cup tonight. This ain't. You'll see the other blue cup next week. It'll be full and live. Trust me. This right here, this is some sweet tea tonight. It ain't the other stuff.
I do. I want to go get a Trey Lance jersey tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And setting traps. I've got another question, you guys. And make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. And anyone watching on Facebook or Twitch, make sure you do. All right, so let's talk about Kyle because I always gave him a lot of shit during the season. What has impressed you about Kyle's play calling in this game against Seattle?
Man, a lot of us need to apologize to Kyle, man. I'm just being real because we know exactly who was behind who was behind the center, the guy named Jimmy G. And how this offense looks totally different, even with a number 3 quarterback in there right now. and we had Mr. Porn Star Jimmy, contract Jimmy G, injury prone Jimmy G, who kept getting hurt, kept getting hit, kept getting everything done to him, can't find the open, passer, couldn't look down the field. But now we have somebody who actually does this. And he even looks, for the short passes. He's looking across the entire field and he's looking for the open man. Jimmy is all about timing. Why you think he was all about quick release, quick release, quick release? Yeah. That's all people wanted to talk about was Jimmy G's quick release. We don't hear nothing about Brock Purdy's release at all. And Brock Purdy does not have a quick release. But guess what he does? He puts the ball where his players can catch it, and we have no problem. He hits wide open players like Kittle and doesn't overthrow them like Jimmy did with Juice or somebody else. So it is what it is. Like certain plays that Brock is doing, we haven't seen it for 6 years. And now we got Kyle with a over 500 record. He's also winning without Jimmy. So that narrative is gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Brock, Kyle, I can say it to Kyle. Damn, I apologize. But why did you keep Jimmy around so long? If you knew that you had Brock there the whole time.
Wait a minute. Getting him prepared? Kyle didn't, to Kyle's defense, he didn't want Jimmy. Your boy John Lynch did.
See, I don't know about that. I think
I was about to say the same thing. They both did. They said if they had the opportunity to bring him back, they wanted to go and do that.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Right.
They both said that.
Again, until he got hurt and you found out who Brock Purdy is. But I will say that I was not necessarily impressed with Kyle Shanahan's play calling. It just shows that he's able to go into his bag with quarterbacks that he trusts.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Jimmy was limited. But I say Jimmy is limited, but they wanted the man back. Like I'm so confused. I'm really confused.
Yeah.
If Kyle Shanahan can't open up his playbook with Jimmy, why do you continue to want to have him on your roster? Like I don't understand that. You now have a great 1-2 punch, two young quarterbacks. Neither one of them are getting paid any money. You can have this defense intact for like 5 years, depending if you play it right. You know what I'm saying? Like Trey, you're probably going to have to pay sooner than later, but you got Purdy, you got him for a while for nothing, which makes me think, like I said, I feel a type of way when it comes to whether you're going to keep Trey or not, or how that situation is going to work out, because you can keep your defense together and your defense is what's winning you games. So it's like, well, if you have Brock Purdy who can manage the game, who can make the throws, who can be more comfortable with time and reps and so forth and so on, it's like, do you keep a quarterback that's not making any money and keep your defense intact for the next 3, 4, 5 years? Or do you pay Trey Lance in a year, two tops? So, and you haven't seen what you have in him yet still. So it's just, Kyle Shanahan's play calling, I don't question. I've only questioned his play calling one time, and that was in the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
other than that, Kyle Shanahan is a great offensive mind. So I don't question his play calling. He calls plays according to his quarterback, and depending on who he has, he can really go in his bag. So I like his play calling.
And what's crazy is now that go, Gina.
Oh, I was just gonna say thanks. I'll tell you why I think Kyle went back to Jimmy so many times. It's kind of like you stick with what you know and what you're comfortable with. And the whole unknown thing, right? Like Trey coming out, and then plus he's like, oh shit, he doesn't have that much experience, but we traded all this capital for him. So, okay, we'll let Jimmy finish this out and, keep Trey on the, back and let him watch and everything. And then we'll do Jimmy. And then after a while, now I have to play Trey, and it's like, and then I guess we'll keep Jimmy since, he had the shoulder surgery and everything like that. And now we have a solid backup, and it's like Jimmy comes in and takes over, and it's like, Kyle has to has to call plays to what his limits are, and at the same time, like, I know that he's regressed after the ACL and everything, and after additional injuries, high ankle sprain and this, that, and the other, it's like, want to move around, and then you're scared if he does, and you're, like I said, you just he sticks with what he Jimmy, like Jimmy for 6 years, 6 seasons, like, so you're scared. And now that, and I knew, another thing I wanted to bring up is I knew, like, I don't want to be like LeBron. I knew back when he was born, or whatever. But I saw flashes of Brock Purdy in, preseason, and I was like, there's something about this kid. And I think we all
saw it. I agree.
That
it was something, at least for a backup. I was like, he's not shabby.
He looks good.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect what he's doing with the first team. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And Marcus, I'm glad these hits. I see a concussion and came back to your head. If you to say Jimmy G is better than Trey, yeah, I guess that CTE is for real. Because you can clearly tell that must be the problem with you right now for you to bring that back. I knew something was wrong. We was agreeing too much. Something had to be wrong with your water or something, because for you to say that about Jimmy,
oh God,
here we go again.
What's up, Fernando? He says, one thing I noticed, the red zone has improved with Purdy. Yeah, it has, for sure.
It has. True. It has.
True. Wise mentioned Kyle Shanahan calling all those plays for CMC. I'm not going to say anything, but he does need to lighten up on CMC just a little bit.
Time. Yes. We're going into the playoffs. We need him.
Because you're not going to have him when you need him. And you kind of want to relax.
Like, I understand we're getting Elijah for the playoffs. We still don't have him yet. Like,
and that's not a guarantee
with that. Exactly. And if you don't even know,
right?
I.e., look at what we did with Jeff Wilson last year. Jeff Wilson he tore his Achilles. He came back last year. He played a little bit, but he wasn't nearly productive as he was like this year. So
no,
we need to. Hey man, the knee is for real, man. Stop playing with the knee. It's a serious situation. You can't do that, man.
Yeah, and we all know that Jordan Mason is just a monster. Like, he really gets those yards after the run. He just somehow gets like those 1 or 2 extra, and I'm just like, play him some more. And then you see CMC on the sideline going like itching, like, I wanted to be in that one, And you just gotta, I don't know, just, I'm afraid of, overplaying him too, because like, he's just, he has an injury history. But have you noticed that he hasn't, I know he's had like sore knees and everything, but I noticed that since he's been with the Niners, knock on wood or whatever, he had that, problem. And I've been saying this since before he even played a game with us, that sometimes change of scenery, work environment is better for like mental health, physical health. Even changing weather, is better on the joints.
Yep. I don't know. It's just it's what game was it? Miami, when CMC got hurt and they were talking about his knees were bad. I think that was 2 games ago.
Yeah.
The last 2 games he's ran, if not, well, I don't know about last game. I think he might have been close to running over 100 yards, but he absolutely ran over it this week. And it
no
seems
way,
like
Christian. No way, Christian. No way. Like, do you see what the running backs in Carolina are doing now? It's the same offensive line. So that can't be true. Not injured so much because of the line in San Fran. No. Like, if you look at what the running backs are doing in Carolina right now, they're balling. So it's the same offensive line. That can't be true.
He is still the main point and the main factor on the offense. We
But how many
constantly hear
snaps
from
does he
defensive
get?
coordinators. I don't know, but we heard from different coordinators when they always say, "Hey, we zoned in on CMC." They say that week to week. That's why other guys are open, i.e., Kittle. You know what I'm saying? Jennings, IU dropping the third down pass towards the end of the game, like
I
he did
know.
to move
Shit.
that.
Could have used that.
That was frustrating. Yeah, and he knew it once he dropped it too. The ball was on the money, the whole nine. That wasn't a Jimmy G type throw that he was mad at. Hey man, you got to catch that when the opportunity presents itself. I understand you only had what 2 targets or 3 targets out of the game, but you got to
Mhm.
still make your the most out of your the targets that you do get. And I heard something crazy. Like, I think he needs like less than 200 yards to be over 1,000 yards already.
Mhm.
So IU, just catch the ball, man. The rest is gonna take
Yeah.
care of itself.
Right.
Stay healthy on top of
Yeah.
that.
Any more thoughts on Kyle and his play calling?
Use Jordan Mason more. And Jordan Mason, stop being out of win at the end of the game. You only got 5 runs, and in the run that you finally do get, you out of breath. You ain't played the whole game. You should have scored
I
or
was
stayed in
like, what
bounds.
happened? What happened?
It's all good though. Good run though.
Yeah. Um One I always want to talk about defense. Which team would be a problem for our defense? Like in the playoffs, obviously, but we could talk about upcoming game.
AFC or NFC?
Either, both.
Because there's no upcoming team that you guys have in the regular season that will be a problem
At all.
I mean, what about Commanders?
No.
No,
No.
no.
I just
We
wanted
played
to
in
ask.
No.
Yeah, no,
No.
no.
That game is
No.
not going to be as close as people think. Watch.
Yeah, no, not at all. I don't think the Commanders will. We're going to find out how good Heineke is.
Heineke.
Heineke, that's his name. Heineke.
Heineke, yeah.
Taylor Heineke. We're going to find out how good he is against that 49ers defense.
We're going to see if he's been drinking a Heineken, before the game, because it's going to be one.
He's going to want a Heineken. Like he's going to want a Heineken after that game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
You got to think about this.
Yeah,
this
there's
defense.
nobody.
This defense
there's
is
nobody
historical.
in the NFC.
Go on.
Yeah, there's no one, Gina, in the NFC that is stopping this defense. And the Eagles could be a problem with it. No, they're not. I'm a strong believer that I appreciate what the Eagles are doing. I'm happy for Jalen Hurts. I think he's the MVP. I like it. I can see a San Francisco, Philadelphia NFC Championship game. I can definitely see that. But the 49ers are different. Like, Philadelphia's defense is not as good as this 49ers defense.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts will not be able to do the things he's used to doing against this 49ers defense. Brock Purdy can score against Philadelphia's defense. I think it's going to be a hard time for Jalen Hurts scoring against this 49ers defense. Like,
yeah.
Cowboys, trash. I don't even think they get there. Minnesota, who cares? Anybody in the South, who cares? You're going to run into your biggest problems with either the Bengals, the Chiefs. That's it. Not even Buffalo.
Fernando. Yeah, you make an interesting point. But I mean, I still think our defense now, I mean, it's so unstoppable. We
They're
just
not
can't.
thinking about 2020. It's a whole
Um,
totally different team. Not worried about 2020.
um, got my blue cup. Oh my God, Marcus, I love you.
I will
So
say this though.
yeah,
The Chiefs did wake us up. That I will say.
yes.
Because I feel like if we didn't have the issues that we had against the Chiefs, I don't know where we would be right now, honestly. But and there's a huge but to it. D'Amico Ryans, like we got to be honest in saying like how much of a technician that he is to have countless guys, stars at that. You know what I'm saying? Go down the way that they went down and
Mhm,
still maintain a number one defense throughout the entire season. We lost our number one cornerback,
mhm.
both of our D
Yeah,
tackles. We just getting
yeah,
Armstead back for real.
right.
You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
last 3 weeks, we didn't have Armstead for the whole season. We
yeah,
really ain't had Kinlaw throughout the whole season.
right.
Ebukam has been gimpy this year.
Yeah,
No E-man. These are all
right,
starters,
right,
and we
right.
still have the number one, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
defense.
true. Fuck.
Like, think about this, and then you think about our safeties. For years, we was worried about Tart and Ward being back there. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is even caring or even worried about bringing Tart or putting Ward back there again. Ward can sit right back there in the slot, do his thing,
Yeah,
and let
yeah.
Gibson and let Hufanga do exactly what they're doing. This number
Mhm.
one defense is for a reason.
Right.
So 49ers throwback said we have to stop disrespecting D'Amico Ryans. He wants to be a head coach. I don't know who the we is. I don't know if it's other 49ers fans or the fan
Right.
base,
I don't know
but
who it
no
is.
one on this show disrespects D'Amico Ryans. I'm a Rams fan, and
Absolutely
I
not.
tell Rod all the time. I'm like, man, I pray we can convince D'Amico Ryans to come to our team. Like, just throw him the bag, give him anything he wants. Please. Like,
But you know what's
like no
crazy? And
one.
I
D'Amico Ryans will be a head coach after this year. I know people wish he would stay another year. Yeah, right. His services are needed and wanted by many. So he's gonna have his choice.
and what's sad
Yeah.
is that you gotta look back at how you look at things, man. We have no you don't even have to. There's no salary cap on coaches. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like York, let me make this clear. I really feel and know that D'Amico will be a head coach next year.
Yeah.
But if I'm York, I hand D'Amico Ryans a blank check. Because you can sign a coach for anything.
Yeah, there's no
Anything.
salary
Wow.
cap on coaches.
There's no
It's what you
salary
it's
cap.
what you
Damn.
want to pay.
So I would literally give him a blank check and say, do your thing. But I
Oh,
understand the
Miami
situation.
just scored.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, Tyreek Hill. I'm watching.
Oh, I
Fantasy
got a
points.
touchdown. Sorry.
Fantasy points. Oh, Gina,
Fantasy people.
FYI.
And Tua.
Absolutely. FYI, Gina, I told you to sit DK Metcalf because I certainly did, and he was trash the other night.
Yeah, he was. And I
I
did sit
told
him.
you. I told you.
Buckle
I was
in.
like, I was like, oh no, I'm sitting DK. He's not. This 49ers defense is too tough. I've learned my lesson. I've learned my
Buckle
lesson.
in,
I
baby.
see, I see the 49ers defense coming up, and I'm going to my team and I'm sitting players. Yep. Nope. Not playing with it.
But he did get like I think like 12 and a half, and then I ended up playing another I forget who. I have to check because I'm in 3 teams. And then I was like, damn, he got more points than another wide receiver. So I was kind of pissed.
Hey man, at the end of the day, I look at and if we let me say this. I think I said it a couple of days ago with Kinlaw. Happy, but I'm cautious on that. I'm just honest with Kinlaw coming back. Hey, just hopefully you can make it through the playoffs. Okay. And if he can produce or give us something, thank you. Because he is just as big as Armstead, if not bigger. You know what I'm saying? So those two being in the middle, during playoff time, that would be huge if he's healthy. But if he's a liability in there and the knees is brittle like toothpicks, he was injury prone before he even came into the league. He was injured at South Carolina. So
Yeah,
I don't
we kept
understand.
Armstead drafted Kinlaw and let DeForest Buckner go.
That's the
I
biggest
I know it's
of
old
the
news, but yeah,
regime.
it's
Exactly. It's the
still
biggest
hurt.
I'm sure
why.
it still stings because
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
we watched him play. Well, he's on the Colts now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
That
on the
man
Colts.
he's a workhorse. He didn't miss games.
right.
Kinlaw has missed 2 years. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Like,
Wow.
he's missed
Yeah.
2 years.
It was a
In the year
fuck up
that
on their part.
Let me stop. I said 2 years. Well, this year, last year he was hurt. His rookie year he was hurt. So this is 3 years, arguably, ever since he's been in the league.
Yep.
Please, Niners, do not bring him back. We don't need his services anymore. That knee is only going to get worse. It does not get better. He's only getting older.
D'Amico will take him with him. Don't worry about it.
I agree, Wise, but you know what? Parag is supposed to be a financial wizard. He could have fucking figured something out.
And that's not true, Wise. I know this because out of Buckner's mouth, Buckner even said it himself. He would have signed for less had he known, but he found out, I think through a text or whatever, that he was traded. So, it is what it is. Buck or Armstead, I would have took Buckner.
Yeah.
He's dependable. Armstead hasn't been dependable since he's been gone. He was hurt last year. Armstead was hurt for a little bit last year. He was hurt, for the first 8 games this year.
Yeah.
And came back for a game earlier in the year. I think we played the Rams. He played a couple of plays and he was out for that game. So I would easily take Buckner. I would have took Buckner back then when they both were neck and neck. So at the end of the day, Buckner to me was better than Armstead.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Man, if Jimmy
anything
wasn't
else
the
going
boost.
on, guys? What's up,
It's weird because
David?
it's just weird.
David
What's
in
up,
the
Dave? It's weird because it's a Saturday and we're talking because we've already played, we've already clinched. We're sitting pretty. We're sitting purdy right now because we're walking into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And we have nothing right now to worry about. It's just the mere fact of keeping our key players injury free.
Yep.
That's it. I mean, I expect them to play hard, but man, come on, y'all. And yes, K-Dot, hey, shout out to you. Greenlaw has been playing like an animal possessed. I'm glad we resigned him. Yeah, I'm glad we resigned him because, man, he would have been way more expensive now. And we only signed him for 2 years at I think 19 million.
Yeah.
You talk about a steal.
Yep.
Thank
you
went that way.
Don't worry, you're not getting another hometown discount. I can promise you that.
Well, we already knew that we wasn't gonna keep all 3 of our linebackers, so we know for the most part, Azeez, Alshire, he'll walk. He'll take probably some money and go somewhere else, and it'll happen that way. It's part of the game. Yeah, Kinlaw is like D Ford. They both were trash. They both did nothing. It is
Solomon Thomas.
Oh, another trash play.
Fuck.
We had too many of them.
Rams will beat the Packers.
Man, that's messed up to Kyler Murray too. You know, I'm glad that he went to Arizona. Thank you, Arizona, for taking Kyler Murray because we wouldn't have gotten Bosa that year. So we
Right.
appreciate it. Think about that 19 draft. We got Bosa, we got Debo, we got Greenlaw,
Yeah.
all out of that same draft. Like, think about the players that we got out of that draft that look at what they're producing now.
Built a
That's
franchise.
a great draft class.
Built a franchise.
Like, when it comes to building a team, I think a lot of teams really need to pay attention to how we build a team.
Yes, I
Because,
fuck with Aziz Al-Shire. Hell yeah.
yeah, I do.
And
Absolutely.
Freddie.
We look, we fuck with all of them. The mere fact that we can't possibly keep all of them, we just signed. I think what Warner, I think he's the top. I could be wrong, but he's one of the top highest paid linebackers in the league. And then we just
Yeah.
signed Greenlaw. How we gonna keep Aziz? I don't know. I don't see it.
I
but
know how you keep Aziz. I
Oh,
know
is
how
that
you
a
keep all of
catch?
your linebackers. This is how you keep all of your linebackers. You wave bye-bye to Trey Lance and you let Brock Purdy's deal just keep going in the wind. And that's how you keep all your defensive players. Because
and this is
you don't
coming.
have to pay a quarterback. Brock Purdy he's a rookie. He was a rookie last year, correct?
No, this year.
He's a rookie this year. So you got another 4 years where you don't have to give him nothing. That's how you keep all of your defensive players. You say bye-bye to Trey Lance. That's how. That's how. Pick one, Rod. Pick one.
We will always pick a franchise quarterback before a backup linebacker. Let's make that very clear. And Hufanga is definitely a steal.
Exactly.
Fifth
You want
round.
to keep all these players? Bye, Lance. What do you guys want?
Oh, he was a 7th rounder? Who's a 7th rounder? Are you talking about Brock Purdy was a 7th rounder?
Yeah, he was
Because
Mr. Irrelevant.
I was talking about Hufanga. Like, I thought Hufanga was a 5th round. I don't know.
No, we
K
I
Dot
know-
likes this hoodie. It's a Shanna
That's
hoodie.
dope. Shanna hoodie. That's dope. But I mean, at the end of the day, so we have a couple. Never mind. There's no controversy going on here. We're 49er fans right now.
Oh, there's a controversy coming because I'm telling you, I am rooting for Brock Purdy. Let's get it done, Purdy. Let's win this championship ring for your San Francisco 49ers.
But the mere fact is, we would be fools to trade him to the Rams.
No. I mean, that's my dark, twisted fantasy. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. So I mean, I talk like that, but I mean that's wishful thinking. We're talking fantasy football at this point. But no, real talk though. Literally, you can say what you want, but Brock Purdy wins you guys a ring, and you have an opportunity to re-sign all of your defensive players, and Trey has to go. What are you talking about? You got a Super Bowl winning young quarterback for pennies.
Why does Trey have to be the port or the portion of the reason for the trade?
Because
we don't even know who our backup is. So why would you trade Trey and not have a beautiful
this is what you do
like that?
This is what you do. You go draft you another backup. Go get you another Mr. Irrelevant. Go get you another one.
No, we're not gonna keep playing that game. We're not gonna keep playing that. We're not gonna.
So you don't want to sign all your defensive players.
It's first of all, you do know that the salary cap is going up. We're gonna sign Bosa.
We know
period. That's a
fact. That's not even a question.
Bosa's done. Okay,
but he's gonna get stupid money.
Right, it's over $30 million a year.
Yeah, easy,
guaranteed.
Yeah,
and
easy.
if he keeps sacking more, might be 35 more. Might be
Right.
35.
Right.
Like legit.
Okay.
E-Man is up. E-Man is up for extension, but
And we need
just
him.
tore his ACL. He just tore his ACL. So now he comes at a discount because you're not going to
Yeah.
give him a bag for an ACL.
That's true. That's true.
So now what you're talking about, we're kind of working towards that because we can sign the key players around that we can keep. Again, Al Shire, he's a backup. He doesn't start. So losing him wouldn't hurt us. He's a start. He's not a starter. What we have in the back, and because of how we draft, unlike the Rams, we draft for people
them
who,
picks.
yeah, exactly. And now look at y'all. Y'all will never see a championship. Might be for another. I don't even know. You might not see another championship.
Listen, we've already gone over this. I will go through 10 years.
Oh yeah, the question.
Problems to get a ring.
That's a fact. As long as we know that.
I know what
shots been fired, Marcus. You know how I get down with them. Shots has been fired on these Rams. It is what it is. Man, it's so many moves within, and then you got to think about negotiations that's going on. On top of that, Jimmy Garoppolo's money now gone. Remember, he had a signing bonus of every game that he played, and after so many games of after so many weeks,
books.
That's gone. So that's 6.5 gone. It is what it is. So we'll be straight next year.
Can anybody tell me when Trey Lance is due for a contract extension? Does anybody know that?
3 years, 3 to 4 years.
What, he's due for a contract extension in 3 or 4 years?
He signed for 4. We're in the second year right now. So he has 2 more. And if you want to, you can franchise
pick up his
him.
5th year option.
Or 2 if you want to. So like I said, so that's 3 to 4 more years.
And
you can franchise somebody for 2 more years.
So 2 years. Okay. So 2 years, and then you got to pay him, right?
Mm-hmm. He's making 34 now, over 4 years.
I mean, that's no money. Not starting quarterback money. That's not no money. We're talking about the real deal affecting your salary cap. That's in 2 years, correct?
Thank you, Marcus. See, I think
thanks,
I be
Marcus.
I be knowing a little something.
Thank you, Marcus.
That's off my head, y'all.
That's a rookie deal. Yeah, he signed for no real money. Okay. We're talking about money that affects the salary cap. That's in 2 years when he gets that $250 million. That's in 2 years, right?
In 2 years, that'd be nothing because it's going up.
I understand that. What I'm saying is, in 2 years, that's when he gets the big bag. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay. Right. So you have next year to sign defensive players, correct? You have next year to
year.
You got next year money to sign some big defensive players on your team that contracts are coming up due. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
we still got to think about signing Brandon Ayuk.
Absolutely. So what I'm trying to do is get you to think about in the next couple of years, all the money that you're going to have to spend. Because
Jimmy, you love doing this to me. I swear you love doing this.
Because Brock Purdy won't cost you anything in 2 years, but Trey Lance will. So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Put your money towards your defense. That's what's winning your games. You got to manage it.
But
you don't need Trey Lance. You don't need Trey Lance. I mean,
I love you, Dad. You try.
Do you guys need?
You try, dude.
Do you need Trey Lance? Brock Purdy looks the part.
We still don't know.
We don't know. You can't say this. It is 3 starts and now everybody talking about you got him now. Like, no, we don't even know about Trey. Like,
okay.
We don't.
How many starts has Trey Lance had?
4.
in 4 of Trey Lance's starts, have you said any comparable news about him that you do about Brock Purdy in Brock
Totally
Purdy's 3
different
games?
games, totally different games, totally
I'm
different
just asking.
situations.
Listen, I'm just all I
That's
did
not
was ask a
it's not a
question.
legible question. It's not a good question because
It's
we
a
didn't
great
have
question.
CMC. Hold on. We didn't have CMC at the beginning of the year. That's number one.
Brock
you
Purdy
can't
is on
say
your
that.
Brock Purdy is on your roster for $3 million.
I know that.
3. You
As
mean
a
to tell
backup,
me?
as a number 3 quarterback, not a number 1, a number
Look
3.
at K-Dot. Thank you, K-Dot. Thank you. If you guys want to maintain a dominant defense for the next 5 to 7 years, you can do that with paying Brock Purdy. You can give Brock Purdy $30 million and he'd be happy. You can sell Trey Lance for a few first-round picks, some pick swaps, maybe a player or two. Save all of that money. You have a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Brock Purdy, and you have a chance to have a steel curtain in San Francisco. You can have this defense for 8 years. You can have career-long defenders that never leave San Francisco.
But you know what also might change though? And think about this. What about if D'Amico leaves?
Well,
So,
Robert
hold on.
Selah, what's his name? Selah, he left.
Salah.
Yeah.
He left.
But my okay, hold on, because we didn't even know. And let's make this very clear. Yeah, I
Ginger beer, Wise. That's what I'm drinking.
Wise.
Ginger beer. It's
Wise,
pretty good. Tasty.
You see it. You see it, Wise. This is why I say you see it. Y'all, I'm glad everybody is picking up on this right now. Because at the end of the day, you know what we see.
Throw
This is
Lance
what I have
bag
to
at
deal with.
D'Amico. Facts, K-Dot.
You
Don't
can
pay
throw
Lance
a
nothing
bag at
else.
him.
You don't have to. You see what you have in Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy in 3 games has surpassed Trey Lance in 4 games.
Whoa.
We're stating the facts.
No,
Brock
it's
Purdy
not
has
a
looked more
fact.
comfortable in this offense than Trey Lance ever has.
I hope so. If you played 4 more years than somebody else, I hope you do look more comfortable than somebody who hasn't done something. If I go into your profession right now and walk in there, aren't you more comfortable than I am?
Rookies
That's
are
just
rookies.
common sense, wouldn't it be?
Okay.
No. Answer the question.
Rookies are
Wouldn't
rookies.
that be? Now you don't want to answer the question. I get you.
No.
Now,
Give me
now
the question again. I didn't hear you. I want to
if
answer.
I go to your job,
Mhm.
your profession right now,
Right.
and I walk in there, you would know more about the job than I would. Who has the more confidence in the situation? You would or I would?
I would.
Oh, okay. So with that being said, why isn't this the case when it comes to Brock? Hold on. Who's older, Brock or Trey?
Brock.
Wow. Huh. That's 2 things against him. And
Love
you're
you
coming
too,
at me
Wise.
telling me this.
Bye, Wise.
Hey, Wise, be easy, brother. Appreciate
Later,
you, man.
Wise.
All love.
Love you.
Hey, man. Hey,
Hey, I'm trying
Wise.
to get on your show too, Wise.
Trade Trey, man. Trade Trey Lance and keep your defense. You will be happy if you listen to me. All of you all. You know what? When Brock Purdy wins this Super Bowl for y'all, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear.
I'm gonna be happy because you ain't gonna hear nothing from me. I'm gonna be hyped in the mug, and I'm gonna be like Gina. Hey, Gina,
Trey Lance.
my plane
Trey
ticket
Lance
has been bought, and I'm on the way.
Trey
That's all I'm
Lance will
saying.
be the new Carson Wentz, some other quarterback winning in his city, and all he gets to do is pop champagne, and he didn't do anything to contribute.
You said Brock Purdy will be the next Carson Wentz?
No,
Or you
Trey
mean
Lance
Trey?
is going to be the
Oh.
next Carson Wentz, sitting on the sidelines watching another QB take your team to the chip.
Ask any Eagles fan, are they mad that they won a championship? Or they rather give up that champ? Hold on,
Not
or
at
they
all.
rather give up a championship and rather have Carson Wentz? That's about
No,
as dumb as hell right now.
you're right. My point is, after Nick Foles won that Super Bowl, where was Carson Wentz
On the
after
bench.
that? Bye, Carson. Bye. And all I'm telling you is, we're talking dollars and cents. And sometimes
Wait.
you miss what?
Hold on. This is another thing.
What's that?
Before that year, or that same year that they won the Super Bowl, what was Wentz doing that year?
He was balling.
He was balling, right? He was on MVP stature, right?
Carson Wentz, you talking about before he got hurt?
Yeah. That
He was
same year
balling.
you're talking about. He was
MVP
balling. He was
candidate
an
and
MVP
everything.
candidate, right?
Yeah.
Name the
Yeah.
year that
MVP
Trey Lance
candidate
was
and
an
everything.
MVP candidate.
I mean, Brock Purdy is an MVP candidate right now after 3 games.
You not answer my question. What year was Trey Lance the MVP candidate?
What was his senior year in high school?
Didn't you not answer my question?
No,
What
I'm
year
asking,
in the
I'm
NFL? In the NFL, was Trey
okay.
Lance the MVP candidate?
He's not even the MVP candidate in his own QB room, but yeah,
How many games has he played?
4
How many games did Wentz play?
before he getting hurt. Before getting hurt,
Yeah,
I believe 6.
no,
How many?
no.
How many?
He had to play more than that.
I believe
He got hurt. Didn't he get hurt playing y'all? He tore his ACL or whatever against y'all in the Coliseum.
I want to say
right?
that was that either week 8 or 9. I can't. No, it was later than that. It might have been like
Thank
10.
you. Exactly.
It might have been like
It was
10.
towards the end of the season.
It was towards the end.
Yeah. He was balling the entire season.
He was.
He got
was
hurt.
balling.
He tore his
He was balling.
ACL.
Yeah.
So y'all bringing in two totally different
we got his ass.
situations.
Hey, I like to credit us for being the ones to like end QB careers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got him too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah.
Hey Marcus, this is an overreaction show, so we're overreacting right now.
I'm totally overreacting because what I'm telling you all is, if Brock Purdy wins you a Super Bowl, Trey Lance is as good as someone else's problem. He can go figure it out somewhere else. Because y'all already said Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. Is not Brock Purdy the Mac Jones protege or type, or you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's really true, where he was like either Mac Jones or Trey Lance and he chose Trey Lance, the Trey Lance experience has not worked. Brock Purdy comes in and looks like Kyle Shanahan's chosen guy. You mean to tell me you're going to take the ball out of the hot hand and be like, hey, Trey, you're QB1 going into next year after Brock Purdy just won you a stop it. Stop it.
Who said that?
You trade Trey Lance. You get as many
Who's
picks.
saying this? You're arguing with yourself. Nobody's saying this. So what are you talking about? You're the only person arguing this. Nobody's saying this. What are you talking about? You are arguing literally. Look at the wall and argue. That's what you're doing. Go argue with the Steinway back there, because you are literally arguing with you have no answers.
I need you all to understand the logic.
We'll cross the bridge when it happens, bro. Right now, we are worried about the quest for 6. We're not worried about a quarterback competition right now. Brock Purdy right now is doing what we want. Thank you, Brock Purdy. Appreciate you, Brock Purdy. Keep doing your thing, Brock Purdy. Appreciate you, Brock Purdy.
And Kyle, we're sorry. And I'm sorry, Kyle, for doubting you and calling you
insanity all over again, huh?
You know, saying like,
Don't
what
say
the
that.
fuck are you doing? No, well, I'm just sorry for saying. I'm just saying I'm sorry for saying, what the fuck are you doing?
No, to
Until-
her credit though. No, to Gina's
What?
credit and my credit. I don't know about Dan's credit because he's still hating over there. We were always talking about execution. We always talked about execution.
Yes.
It was always about execution on the plays. It wasn't about what plays were being called, what plays were being ran. We always knew once we saw the plays and everything. How many times have we looked down our timelines? Look at what play Jimmy missed. Look at what play Jimmy missed. Look at what play Jimmy. Look at this person Jimmy missed. Look at this person Jimmy missed.
Yep.
How many times did we have to say that against with Brock Purdy for 3 games?
Hey, man, Brock Purdy got my vote.
I mean, of
Yep.
course he would get your vote. You're a Rams fan.
Brock Purdy
You
got
just
my
want
vote.
you want controversy because your quarterback right now is Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it's shake and bake. It's shake and bake. Put some respect on his name. It's shake and bake.
He is so trash.
Beyond trash. Garbage truck
Hey,
juice.
I saw shake and bake go 98 yards down the field for the game-winning score.
And that's
I did
all
too.
he's ever gonna do.
played it-
Remember Cam Newton's "I'm back," and then that's all he did when he came back
much.
to the Patriots.
So
Bingo.
when shake and bake beats Green Bay this weekend or on Monday, then what are we saying? Then what are we talking about?
It really wouldn't matter to us. You all both are below us right now. So
Y'all gotta
that
put
game
some
is just a
respect on
game.
Shake and Bake's name, man.
We won't. We won't. He got away. Let's keep it real. Baker Mayfield
is
really
just a game.
got dropped. Baker
Josh,
Mayfield. Baker Mayfield really got dropped
Oh.
because he really wanted to come to San Francisco. You guys bagged him before us. Thank you guys. Because trust me, I'm liking Brock. I never wanted Baker Mayfield here, and I'm thankful. But you guys needed him, and thankful he's in LA.
So
Show
this
him the
is-
money.
This is the thing. I mean, we're not paying him any real money. As a matter of fact,
Do
we
it
only
next
did
year.
it to get a compensatory pick after he leaves next year, which is a smart move by us. So, oh yeah, absolutely, we get a comp pick.
We're having to
Why
fuck them
not?
picks.
Why
We're
not?
having to fuck them picks.
Well, no, we got to get a comp pick. We need a couple picks. We need a couple team players. We need some players. We need some players.
you
We done
don't.
lost too many people.
No, not you
Yeah,
guys.
we need depth. Did you
Not that
did you
number
see
one
that?
defense and
Did you see the injuries? Did you see the injuries that hit my
we
team?
don't.
It was like
Guess
a
what?
play.
Guess what? In the words of Stephen A, we don't care. Like at the end of the day, we don't care what happens
We
with
don't
you guys. We've swept y'all again. You guys are the most irrelevant team in the West right now.
So
you
this-
guys,
this is-
you
this
and
is- this is
the
the thing.
Cardinals are bringing up the rear. We're not caring about y'all.
you can sweep us in the regular season for the rest of our lives. As long as when it comes postseason time, we are the ones that get the job done. We're not
Will you guys
dropping
be there this year?
interceptions.
Will you guys
We're not dropping interceptions.
Will you guys be in the playoffs this year?
We're not chucking up the ball after getting rushed. We're not just turning our head and throwing the ball up like Jimmy likes to do.
Hey, week 17, you guys will win it all, and you guys will be playing in week 18 versus who? In the week in the opening week of playoffs. You guys will be playing who?
We'll be actually shining our Super Bowl ring from last year. That's what we'll be doing. We'll be
Not all your
at
players.
home,
Not all your
drinking pina
players.
coladas, just reflecting on who's going to be the 2022 champ, because we already know who the 2021 champs are.
We are.
So yeah. Oh, well, that
We are.
according to Rod, the verdict is still out on that.
By attacking Jimmy? What?
I'm not attacking. I love Jimmy. Rod will tell you, I love Jimmy. Marcus, you better understand. Ask Rod. I can hear Jimmy. I love Jimmy G. As a matter of fact, Rod will tell you.
Oh,
I wanted
my
Jimmy G
God.
on my roster. Rod, am I lying?
You guys, they're
I wanted
throwing.
the Rams to go after Jimmy G.
You guys, they're throwing shit. The fans are throwing shit at Buffalo.
Hmm?
Oh no, wait, that's snow.
It's
Yeah,
like
they've
what?
been doing that.
I swear to God, it
They
looked
throwing
like fans
snowballs
were
at the Miami
throwing
players.
shit.
They've been doing it. They stopped the game already.
Oh,
once for them
okay.
throwing snowballs.
All right.
I was
was like,
what
The
happened?
fuck is something's going on? Wait, Baker. What?
Nah.
Gina. Look,
Oh, they going crazy.
they are right. I'm not imagining it.
No, they've been doing that though. The whole game.
Now you're gonna make me turn the game on because I didn't even know who was playing in that game.
Oh, it's a good
Oh,
game
it's
too.
frozen.
Miami is up 29-21.
Go Miami.
Miami's up?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
I
I wasn't
know.
expecting that.
Josh Allen's been fumbling. Miss it, miss it, miss it.
Whoa.
Incomplete.
Oh,
Marcus, you
who's
watching?
Who's boxing
Don't
right
ask
now?
Mark.
Marcus is always watching boxing.
Yeah,
I love
Marcus
boxing too. Like I'm like today. What's today's date? The 17th.
Yes.
Damn. Let me know, Marcus, who's fighting tonight. So I can turn that on.
I used to watch boxing all the time when I was married because my
Showtime.
ex-husband was always into boxing. I mean, he is into boxing, and Mark is of a boxing podcast. That's how we met from IE Sports Radio.
Marcus is beyond cool. We just go back and forth. Marcus, you beyond cool. I know you done took a couple of lumps to the head, but you know you still my partner though. You know, I know that CTE is real. Oh, and he dropped it.
You talking about Stephon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, y'all can't beat Miami.
Oh, touchdown. Dawson Knox. Yes. Fantasy.
Oh, you're ahead of me. He said
got Josh Allen
fantasy.
and Dawson Knox starting tonight.
Oh, wow.
Let's go for 2 right now. Let's go, Josh Allen. Run it in, throw it in, do whatever you want, Josh. Keep running those points up for me.
Speaking of which, let me check
you
my fantasy.
way ahead of me.
He's like
I'm watching it live.
5 seconds ahead of me. It's just my mom's TV is like way. I don't know what's wrong with her Comcast, or her Wi-Fi is like kind of slow.
Bills don't have that great defense. After they played the Chiefs last year, that defense was trash.
Garbage.
There's no way a team's supposed to go right down the field, kind of like what the Chiefs did to us in 19.
Yeah.
Man, oh man, this is crazy. But hey, at the end of the day, we play Washington, huh? Commanders, the next game.
Yeah.
Everybody's worried
We
about.
play at home, right?
Yeah.
We don't leave. Is it like all your games at home now or something like that?
Exactly. Remember, I told y'all.
He fumbled.
We don't leave the West Coast. Period. Unless something changes, unless Philly for some reason.
Oh, he got hit too. He's shaking his head.
Oof.
Why isn't this happening? Wow, we're sitting up here live watching a game. We're acting like this is a playoff game, and it's not even.
I know.
But it's a good game, and we don't get.
It is a good game.
Saturday. Like
That's
this is
true.
the first Saturday games this season.
So, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And all the games have been good today.
College, and that won't be back on until the bowl games.
The Ravens game was okay.
Who?
The Jackson State game, the HBCU game, Jackson State against North Carolina Central. That was a really good game this afternoon. Really good game. Really good game. Jackson State didn't finish it out. They lost in overtime. Didn't complete the undefeated season, but it was a really good championship game. I think they need to review that. They did choke, Marcus. They choked. But Shador played really good. My gosh, he played really good.
What you call it? Fumbled, though. Number
But
12, Hunter.
he Josh Allen, he looked like he went over the line on that. I think he
No,
was
no, no, no,
over.
no, no. I'm talking about Jackson State. Hunter.
Oh, what
He
about him?
fumbled. The way he
Yeah,
fumbled, yeah, towards the end of the game
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, Shador Sanders is going to be a problem in Colorado. Pac-12 is perfect for where they need to be to develop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a better route, not going to
Back,
the Big Ten or SEC or big
I was about to
boys.
say because back Big Ten Trojans, we're going to Big Ten next year.
Yep. You who else? UCLA or is it
UCLA,
UCLA?
um, Arizona, I think.
I can't wait to see Sanders in the league too, Marcus. I hope we the ones that draft him. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, my gosh, that would be remarkable.
Wait. When you say Sanders in the league, are you talking about as a coach, or are
No,
you
no, no,
talking
no, no, no,
about?
no. We're talking about Shador. We're talking about his son. Talking about quarterback.
I'm gonna be
I
brutally
told you
honest.
the
I've
call is
never
overturned.
watched
Josh
him.
Allen did get over the line. Yep, that 2-point conversion is good. I knew he went over the line. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Thank you, Josh, for those points as well.
So is it tied?
It's tied right now, 29-29.
Wow. There's still hella time left too.
Oh, yeah. They showed it. Ball crossed right there. That is good. And then the helmet hit the ball and made him fumble. But that ball, yep,
Mm.
over the line. That's good.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
He got so lucky.
I'll take it because that fumble would have killed me. Sheesh. We can't afford to have any fumbles or interceptions, Josh. Let's make it clean.
I had on when I was on driving, I had a was an overreaction show, but we did Monday Night Football like live. We were just like talking like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then we were talking fantasy and stuff. So this this is like whatever. We're overreacting to everything right now, you know?
It's a pure
Everything.
overreaction. And I'm telling
Yeah.
you, my overreaction stands. Brock Purdy wins the bowl. Bye, Lance. That's it.
Shit.
I
I'm
swear this man is having a controversy in his own head.
He really
no,
is.
no, no, no. You all just don't want to accept the controversy that's coming. Oh, because it's
Not
coming.
now. We don't need to.
Oh,
That's the
oh,
whole
yeah,
point.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
don't.
He's like,
Why do
"It's
we?
coming."
Oh, it's
Hold
coming.
on, hold on. Why do we need to? Why do we need to really pay attention to it right this second?
You want to know why? Because I believe that in a couple of weeks, Trey Lance can be active.
I said that.
So if Trey Lance is healthy and he is your QB1, why are you
At all.
not?
He won't give up.
Why are you not putting him in the game?
You clearly don't understand chemistry.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Dak Prescott was out.
We aren't Dallas. We
Hold on.
aren't. We've
I'm
blown. We beat the shit out of Dallas.
I'm
We
giving
aren't
you
Dallas.
I
examples.
ain't scared at Dallas.
Right, like
I'm not talking about you being afraid of Dallas. I'm just pointing out the fact that they had a hot hand that led them to wins while the QB1 was out.
that is also
Why
a team
not?
that is ran by the owner and
I'm
not
just-
by the coach.
I
So
understand.
there's differences.
Listen, all I'm saying is, why not put the QB1 back in the game? Is it that Kyle
Oh,
doesn't
Father,
believe in Trey right now? Doesn't
Father,
trust him with the
help this man.
playbook?
Help this man, Father.
Like,
I,
I want to know.
Like I really want to know, Father, like when people argue with themselves, like what are the results when you argue with yourself
It's
mentally?
okay.
Respond back mentally. Like I be wanting to know
I
that.
can promise you this. Marcus will remember my comments. Nathan will remember my comments. K-Dot will remember my comments. Wise will remember my comments. And we will come back on here after Brock Purdy has won the championship. When Trey Lance is fully healthy and active.
Right. Thank you. What will we be doing, Gina? What will we be doing after we win the championship?
Yeah.
And guess what we will be doing after that?
Marcus said, I keep all the receipts. Keep these receipts, Marcus. Keep these receipts, because I'm telling you right now, there is no way in the world Trey Lance is your quarterback if Brock Purdy wins you the Super Bowl. There's no way. It just doesn't happen. So you're going to have to accept the fact, Rod, that Lance may not be your quarterback.
I'm not arguing with you. Like somebody would. Hey, man.
I know it's a tough pill to swallow, because I know how much you love Trey, Rod. I know you're ready for Trey to get it going and get it downfield, and all the juke moves. And I know
what's
Brock
doing? What's Brock doing? Is Brock doing it? Is Brock passing downfield?
He is.
So what am I mad about?
I didn't say you were mad. I didn't say you were mad at all. I said you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to choose. Choose ye this day, okay? You're going to have to choose. It's either Brock Purdy or it's Trey Lance. You got to have to choose one.
Marcus, this is you. This is you right now. You're in Dan's body right now talking, because I swear right now when people continue to repeat themselves, I have that issue, people. Like, I hate people who repeat themselves to try and convince my thoughts. Like, that doesn't change my mind, like, at all. At all. It doesn't work for me. But I just let people talk.
Nathan, I like that plot twist. I really like the plot twist. The Rams and takes Trey with them.
Love how you said Rams.
Oh, I did. Listen, if I had a choice between,
you really think, hold on. You really think if DeMeco Ryans went to the Rams, he's going to ask Kyle Shanahan, and Kyle Shanahan is going to go, yeah, you know what? I'll give you Lance to go with you in our division.
Of course not.
Good night, everybody.
Crazy
Y'all
as
have
fuck.
a good night.
Crazy as fuck.
Now.
Crazy as fuck. Crazy as fuck.
Hey, whatever is in that Florida water down there, boy, you need to start drinking out of people's lakes, man, because there's no way in hell.
I mean, they let Casey Anthony off the hook. Anything's possible down there.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett said that too after they won with the Celtics. Anything is possible, but I
doubt it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love
that'd be the dumbest thing in the world. Like, I promise you, that would be the dumbest thing.
I would.
Yeah,
he has a hidden red cup. It ain't nothing blue in his cup.
He's got a solo.
Yeah.
I keeps the solos. The solo.
It's just not making sense at all. What he's talking about, what he's even trying to preach to people. It's not making no sense.
All I'm telling you is you have a chance to keep that defense together. That's basically what I'm saying. Because you and I both know that if you guys win a Super Bowl, they're picking that defense apart. They're throwing money at everybody. All 31 other teams in the league is throwing money to anybody on your defense that started or that backed up.
Let me see. Abercom, he can get paid. I'm thinking about the people who are coming up that could possibly leave the team. You got Abercom, he's up contract. E-Man up for contract. This is all defense, so that's 2. I think Greenway on the line.
Ridgeway
is hurt. Ridgeway, thank you. I think he's up. I don't know how much he would get out of it. It wouldn't be costly. Our safeties are intact. Gibson is signed. Hufanga he's on his rookie contract right now. Who's our other one? Diamador Lenore. He's on his rookie contract. We're pretty good right now.
My
so
point.
You're talking about
So my point is, my boy Brucey boy. So
You hear him?
my point is,
Sorry.
of course, my point is, the only point I'm making is this defense can be together for a very, very long time. Look at how many players you named that are in rookie deals on your defense. Think about the longevity you could have with keeping this unit together if Brock Purdy is your quarterback. You have to sacrifice.
Beautiful composition. You know, beautiful.
You have to sacrifice Trey. Okay, somebody's not going to remain.
Oh God,
Marcus.
you're right, Marcus.
Daniel is over
Marcus,
here
I just want you to. I want you to ask yourself this: does the argument?
Yes, Dan has been selling this for 45 minutes. I agree with you, Marcus.
In order to keep the defense together for longevity, are you telling me if Brock Purdy wins you a championship, you wouldn't tell Trey Lance goodbye to keep the defense intact?
I'm literally about to call your whole name on the internet right now because you are just talking to yourself right now. There's nobody arguing with you.
You know what? You got this. It's okay. Trust me. When it comes back around, when this subject comes up, because I'm the first person to break this. Okay?
No, you're not. No, you're not. You are so not the first person. What do you think we talk about during our timeline? No, you're not. You're not. You're probably 80,000th.
I am the only person that is saying. I'm the only person that is saying. Still Trey Lance and pay your defense. I'm the only person that's saying that. I'm telling you that Brock Purdy is your new QB1. You found him. Okay? You turned rags into riches. Be proud of yourself. You made Mr. Irrelevant relevant. Is that not worth something?
Yeah, it's worth the Super Bowl.
It's right, Gina. It's worth the Super Bowl. So where does that leave Trey? That leaves him on the outside looking in.
The thing is we cannot put all our eggs in one basket until we win it. We have to win it first.
Thank you, Nathan. We are going to come back to this in February. Like, we don't care right now. Like, we legit don't care about
trust
this. This is going on my fucking TikTok, Nathan. All right, I'm putting this shit on TikTok. Everybody follow me on TikTok.
and when it happens, you guys will then start calling me Nostradamus. Okay, you will
Nostradamus.
You will come to me for the predictions. Okay? You heard it here first.
Yeah, we will chip.
So you're willing to come out with a documentary like Miss Cleo?
Call me now for your free reading.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, he acting like Don King right now. You know how Tyson felt about Don King.
Oh God.
I'm the Dan King of predictions.
Oh my God.
Right, only in America. You're right.
Right.
All in America.
Dude, Tyreek Hill 21.9 fantasy points.
Oh. Yeah, Tyreek is balling.
More points than Tua.
They have so much security watching the people in the stands throwing the snowballs. Like they have people now like dedicated to watching everybody to look who's throwing snowballs and they kicking people out.
It's so snowy.
It's 2 minutes left in the game. 29-29.
So snowy. Wow. I would fucking hate to be in that weather. I'm not. I've been in snow like once when I was like 3 for like 2 months. I lived in it real quick. Nah.
Gina, you remember it at 3?
Yes, I have a very good memory.
Me
Mhm.
too.
My mom
I do
accidentally
too.
threw a snowball at me, and it was like the worst. I'm still traumatized.
I remember stuff like that too.
Yep.
Hmm. That
I
snow
like
was snow.
humidity, to be honest with you. I'm
Gina, I
Michigan,
can't.
and I like the
Y'all can
humidity.
have that humidity. Clothes
Michigan.
sticking to you. Clothes sticking to
I don't
you.
care. It's
Whoa,
better than being
whoa.
cold.
Yeah,
I'd
I don't
rather
like
be
cold
hot
either,
than
but
cold.
I'll take dry heat any day over this. Come down, go to Florida, come here
Go
to
to
Georgia,
Florida.
have these insects and mosquitoes and biting on you and stuff in here, and then your clothes hanging on you. You get out of the shower and you feel like you need to get right back in because you can't stop sweating. That is the worst feeling. Ugh, nah.
So when I was like 6 months old, my father was stationed. He was in the army. He was stationed at Fort Polk, Louisiana. So I guess I lived there, for like, I don't know, 9 months or whatever. And my mom said she hated it. And she said there were flying cockroaches and stuff, and she just had to get the fuck out of there. She was like, it's nothing like
True.
California. So she was like, she said they were all like red, and they didn't they were like racist against my father because he's Mexican. So she was like, she did not feel comfortable. So she goes, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't handle flying cockroaches. And when she said once one landed on me, she was like, that's it. I don't want one on my baby. So she flew home. She flew back to San
That's
Francisco.
hilarious.
Wow. The things we find out. But hey, I understand though. I get it.
Yeah.
Some people just they don't deal with bugs. I don't deal with rodents. You got a rat in your house, you can have the house. Not gonna be me.
Yeah.
Won't be in that house
They
at
do.
all.
I don't do
I do
spiders.
not do it. I'm fine with spiders. I can just kill
Fun
that
fact:
straight.
roaches will survive a nuclear attack.
Oh, I know. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I don't fuck
I
with
feel
roaches.
you. Me
Just in
either.
case, we want to all blow each other up. The roaches will survive.
Can't wait
Mm.
to. I'm a South California. South don't get snow a lot. Can't wait to retire in San Diego. Yeah, okay, San
San
Diego
Diego
sounds
is
good.
beautiful weather.
I would either
Absolutely.
retire in like some kind of anywhere with a beach. Okay, first of all, anywhere with a beach.
Florida.
Um, and then anywhere like or like Las Vegas, but I can't gamble. That's just too rough for me. So probably not there. Um, or like Cancun or something. Or yeah, just anywhere with the fucking beach. Anywhere where the sand is nice and warm.
I literally just got back from Cancun last week. Was it?
Really? I've been
Which
there
was
one
last week?
time.
No, just this week. I got back Monday. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah. I've been to like
I love
Tijuana,
Mexico. I can go to
but
Mexico every week. Every
oh,
single week.
I just love
Uh
beaches.
South Carolina is it's not as bad as Florida. Not humidity wise. That humidity down there in Florida is top notch over South Carolina. Georgia, we're Georgia and Florida's, I mean Georgia and South Carolina about neck and neck.
I would love to see like every
Absolutely.
beach. Oh, I went to Coney Island when I was married.
New York.
We went to New York. That was like one of my favorite places to ever visit was New York. New York City, Brooklyn, all
I
that.
love
Went to
New York.
Coney Island.
Man, I love
New
New York.
York is fun. I went
Yeah.
to Michigan. I went
I
to
love
Lake
New York too.
Michigan. Yeah. I went to Italy. Only That's the only time I've ever been to Europe. We went up and down the whole country, and it was just the most beautiful country ever. Yeah.
Dope,
Yeah.
dope, dope, dope.
Yeah. Where else have I been? I mean, I've been to yeah, I've been to Vegas like a bunch of times. Oh, Arizona. I like the heat in Arizona. See, I like warm
Me too.
weather. I love
Too.
warm weather.
I
Yeah.
was in Arizona, what,
Warm
June?
weather
I
is one
loved it.
thing, but I mean, just blistering 100-degree heat is just not. It's just not fun.
I'll
I
take
love
that
Arizona.
100-degree.
I love Arizona. Love Phoenix.
Yeah.
I even
Yeah.
love Tucson. But my gosh, the heat when it's there in the summertime, the West was my region at my last job. So I was in Arizona almost every week.
Every
So I
other
was
week.
very,
Yep.
yeah,
Hmm.
in the heat, in the cold, in the everything. Arizona is nice when it's not hot, but when it gets hot, summertime, it's unbearable. It's like black flag days. Like you're just not supposed to be outside.
I actually liked it. I was fine with it. That dry heat, well, because I'm used to it. I loved it. I'll take dry heat over humidity any day. Any day. Any day.
So, yeah, I mean, I was in, I felt like 110 in Vegas. I felt like 105 in Phoenix, and then I felt like 103 in uh Michigan humidity, 105 in like Vacaville. And
Good old Vacaville.
I and it's like, I don't know. Like I think the one in Vegas hit pretty hard. Oh, although no, the one in Arizona I think hit harder because it felt like when you opened, like when you got out of the grocery store or whatever, it felt like an oven just hit you in the face. And Vegas was kind of like that, but I felt like I could handle it because we were walking a lot. And then the one in Michigan, it was just like so humid that like I felt like that whole like you're just sticky and everything like that. But I liked it because it was different. Like I never felt anything like that before,
Let me tell you,
so
let me tell you something. I had a story. The hottest I've ever been in, Blythe, California. Right in between, right when you get to the what is that, the border of California, once you leave Arizona. Blythe, I think I was probably 16 at the time. We was coming from a family trip and we were stopping in Blythe. We had to get gas. We was on the way back home. It was 131 degrees out there. I dropped an ice cube. I'm not lying when I say this. This is on live. I'm not joking. My dad can attest to this. And my mom dropped an ice cube on the ground. I dropped it. I picked my head back up and I looked back down and it was dry.
wow.
I'm not lying. Like, dumb hot. Like, I don't even understand why that's a city.
Damn.
Like, there's people that live out here. Like, nah, if this is hell, I ain't. Hey, let me get my life right.
Let me get
Yeah.
my life together right now. I'm not gonna survive.
This ain't it.
Yeah, I see that Christian Buffalo getting ready to kick for the win. 2 seconds left, 4th and 4. This would be
Wait,
ridiculous if he misses this kick.
wait a minute. Why is it okay for them to go like this with the snow? Isn't that illegal? You have to play in the snow.
Oh
Well, they
no, you
playing
can
in
wipe
it.
it out.
Yeah,
They do it. They've been
But
doing
they're
that for years.
wiping it.
Bills won.
Absolutely.
Wait, you just said Bills won,
They did. They just won. They kicked the field goal.
but I didn't see the kick yet.
Oh, you're streaming. Oh, they're all doing snowmen and snow angels. They're all out there
No,
getting
I'm not streaming. It's on cable. It's just my mom's shit is slow. It's
oh.
fucking hella slow. I always tell her, I'm like, Mom, you need better internet. And she's like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, go fix it. My niece literally works for Comcast.
Wait, 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 wait. So your niece works for Comcast, right? I shouldn't be
Yeah.
giving these tips out online, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So for her to be working online and not give out what makes your service provider work faster, like that should be a given. Like, hey, I got you. Don't worry about it, auntie. I got you. Boom, 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 boom. Take care of that. and it's on
Well,
me.
it's not my Comcast, it's my mom's. It's her
That's what I'm
grandma's.
saying.
Like,
Or grandma. I got you, grandma.
yeah. Well, she hooked her up with something else. I don't know. But because my mom will literally go to the store and be like, "Hi, could you help me with something?" And then my brother will be like, "Why didn't you call Liana?" And she's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Your granddaughter works for Comcast." Well, I didn't want to bother her.
That's her job. But I
Yeah.
understand grandma. I
Yeah.
understand mom's.
So
Mom's is like, I don't want to bother nobody.
Boxing. Oh
so
yeah.
you know.
Is Marcus
Damn,
still on?
Devin Booker had
I didn't
50.
turn it, Marcus. I'm on boxing now. Now that football is over, I just saw something. It looks like two guys just went to
Devin
war with each other.
Devin Booker had 58 tonight.
What?
What?
Yes. Oh my
Who did they
God.
play?
I don't care. For you to
True.
have 58,
Did they get the win?
they did.
Okay.
See, I miss playing basketball fantasy, man. I was supposed to play with Peachy?
Mhm.
She had a team last season with Breezy and, Mike Andrews and all those guys. And I guess maybe she was just going through a lot with like her dad, when he was in the hospital and
Mhm.
everything. And then
Right.
just didn't happen. So, but last season was my first year playing, and it was so much fun. I got to like the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
There was a couple weeks where I was like, "Fuck, I forgot to set my lineup," because it goes so fucking fast.
It's every day, and that's why I can't do
Yeah.
basketball or baseball fantasy anymore. It takes up way too much time. Like for basketball and baseball, you have to look every
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah. I was like,
That took
"What
up too
the
much for me. That's
fuck?"
why I kind of got away from the fan. I played like fantasy like 2 years, and then after that, I was like, okay, it's consuming too
But
much. Then
It's
you're
a
going
full-time
against the
job.
people.
it
Yeah,
It's
it's like
it's
you're
is.
an
going against
off-season job.
people, but you're happy about other players. But then no, you don't. I don't want you to
You
catch it.
don't
But then,
wanna be.
it's like
Yeah.
it's too much. Uh,
But you know what? It
I
kinda
can't.
kept me more engaged in the other, like, it kept me more like, "Okay, I'm paying more attention," and right now, my focus is all football. So that's why I'm not even doing my NBA podcasts.
I mean, you shouldn't do it for another 2 weeks since your boy is hurt.
I
Yeah.
hate you. I hate you, Rod.
Yeah. That's getting
I
you back
hate
for
you,
all these
Rod.
Marcus trolls that you be putting up here on me. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, so for 2 weeks, you don't have to do
My
that.
poor
But
Steph. But, I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but, it's like I haven't done one since, fucking, they played the Cavs, and that was, like, a month ago or some shit. Because I
yikes.
had Evan on, that was so easy because he was just, like, right there, But
Yeah.
did you like that little intro?
I'm not gonna be oh yeah, we're still going. I didn't hear it. I didn't even see it.
There
All I
was there
saw
was no
was
music.
okay, so it was just like a picture, right? And that's all I saw, and it was like live. I was like, hey, that's why
It was
I
just
How you
real
gonna
even
have
looked
36
quick.
fantasy
confused.
points? Yes, sir.
I looked confused the whole time. That's why when you was like, all right, I was like, oh, we're live. Like I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be
that
something more, and it was like, oh, that's it. Oh, let's get to it.
was it.
Yeah, that's why I looked so confused. I looked like a deer in headlights when I saw it was live. I was like, oh, we're live. Okay, let me
I
get comfortable
know.
then. All right, let's do it.
Nathan. So I told you, I mentioned to you guys
Uh,
that I had Josh Allen start tonight, and I also had Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox went
yeah.
6 for 98 and a TD. What a performance from a tight end that wasn't even supposed to start today.
How many
Yeah,
points did he get?
21.
What did
Josh
kiddos get?
Allen, huh?
What did kiddos get Thursday?
Like 26,
That was it.
Wow.
He had 2 touchdowns.
but he didn't have a lot of yards. That's only
He
12
had
points.
83.
That's still a lot though
He had
for
83 on
fantasy.
what? 3 catches, I think. 2,
It
3?
depends which
Oh,
league too, because every
yeah,
league sets their own points. You know what I mean?
that's
Like
true.
my Yahoo is bullshit. It has like so less points, and then my sleeper league is like way higher. ESPN's in the middle.
Dan, what leagues are you in?
Yahoo, ESPN, what else? RT Sports. Um,
How
am
many
I
leagues are you in?
NFL.com this year? What'd you say?
How many leagues are you in?
Oh man, I'm at about 8 or 9 teams.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm in fantasy football like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is the first year I'm doing multiple leagues, but I realize that it's like hard to keep up with for me because I'm trash in 2 of them, and then I'm really, really got a good team in another one. But that's because one of their flex positions, you can have a quarterback. So I'm just like, I picked up
See,
Heineke, another one, and I
those
was like,
That's
those leagues,
whack.
that's that bullshit. 2 quarterbacks.
Right.
Like I'll be like, man, yeah, no. I'm good with the wide receiver, running back, tight end, flex option, but making another QB like,
Yeah,
come
that's
on,
a little
man.
cheap.
Like
That's
that's a bit
cheating, man.
much.
but
So how many points?
but I got
what is the
like,
points like?
I don't know, they're high though.
I believe it. Yeah. Hey Nathan,
Let me see.
if it gets set up, no joke, Nathan. If it's set
The
up,
Gina Reppin League.
I
The
would
Gina
honestly
Reppin
do.
League.
I would do one league. I would do one league, and that's it. Just because you said it, and just because for this channel, I would do
Hell
this league only.
yeah.
Outside of that, I won't do it anymore. Like I
Oh
love the
yeah.
game too much. I love my team too much to be sitting up there talking about them or going. I don't like that feeling. That feeling is weird.
It's not weird when you sit there and you root for George Kittle like me and be like, he's going against the Rams. Like I don't want them to win, but George Kittle, I need you to cook them.
Yeah, like that's
Those are
like the
it's the worst. It's the worst to
yeah.
be to while everybody around you is like, oh
Yeah.
no. And I'm like,
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you like
Kittle,
fantasy.
get it.
Like you just yelling out
Score, Kittle.
fantasy. Outside of that,
Thanks for joining, Marcus. I appreciate you coming on tonight and
hey Marcus, appreciate you,
kicking it with
boss.
us.
Kicking it with
If
us
Appreciate
and
that,
then some.
Marcus.
Yeah,
if
man.
Gina
Don't take one on the
employs me
chin
next
tonight.
year. Hey, we'll have to talk, Nathan. Let's see what you got in sports. Not just playing. But
She
no,
gonna
you could
test you.
you could
She
do
gonna
one
test you,
anyway
Nathan.
with us. Doesn't
It's nothing,
matter.
man. It's nothing,
Um,
man.
but yeah, definitely. I still want to do. Who's texting me? I still want to do another basketball. It's just I probably have to find somebody who will do one because I have that itch. I was like, is anyone doing one mid-season I could jump on? Can I take over
Um,
for someone's team?
it does happen. I mean, if you create your own, you know what I mean? You could still do one mid-season.
Hmm.
Appreciate you, Christian.
Thanks, Christian.
Thank you,
Yeah, man. Appreciate you,
Christian.
man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's oh shit, we've been
Don't
going on
spend
like 2
nothing.
hours. Yeah,
Yeah. Organic conversation. This is how it
I
goes.
know.
And then we don't play tomorrow.
Yay.
This is gonna feel
Because
it's
we're
great already knowing
gonna
because we
win.
won.
Yes.
Hey Dan,
Yeah.
who won the NFC West this year?
The 49ers.
All right, you guys have a good show tonight.
Mm.
Thank you so much. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That was the biggest thing that I wanted to hear.
Yeah. 49ers. Absolutely. Go Niners. Yeah. Go Niners.
Wow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, your Rams people wouldn't like. You know what? I'm gonna clip this just for you.
Yeah. No, I mean they would like it because I know what's coming.
Mike
No.
Huge
I'm just gonna cut
controversy.
that right there. I'm just gonna cut that right there and be like, Rams fans, this is
QB
what you guys got.
controversy is coming up for those Niners. Go Niners. Let's go, Purdy.
Absolutely.
Road
Purdy,
to
baby.
perdition.
All the way.
He said road to perdition.
Oh well. I'm not tripping. Let's ride
Let's
with the
get it.
Purdy. Let's have a pretty good day. Pretty good year. Let's finish
Let's
it out
get it.
right.
Purdy
do this.
Nation, let's ride.
Whoa, we're not riding nothing. Not on it. No. That's over there in my high area. We don't do that here. No.
Purdy Nation,
No.
let's ride.
If Purdy ever walks out and says that, the man from Arizona, I promise you, next flight, gone.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they got Errol Spence on Showtime. Oh, Marcus left. Dang. He talking right now. You know, Errol Spence just came out that car crash, another one. But this time it really wasn't his fault. A 14-year-old kid T-boned him, stole his parents' car, and hit him. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's good to go. He's on TV right now, so that's good.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's the next show?
So let's talk about that. Let's discuss it after the
What's your
this show.
prediction for the Niners in the playoffs? My prediction. Absolutely. Let's ride the per train.
As long as we stay perfect during that, I'm with it. I need 3-0 in the 4-0 in the playoffs. That's all I need.
They're going all the way.
Well, 3 really,
got Brock
because I don't
Purdy
think we'll
winning
play
y'all
the
the
first.
chip. I'm telling you. And once man, you keep talking about we'll cross that bridge when we get there. You're not gonna want to cross that bridge. You're not, because it's coming. It's coming. You're not gonna want to cross that bridge.
Hey, Jenny, can we end the show now? Because he's just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
talk
it's
his
getting out of
stuff,
control.
blew into this, and nobody's talking about this.
So the next show is going to be the preview of the 49ers and the Commanders. And Rod and I will send out notice the day before, which will probably be, we're playing them Christmas. No. Are we playing them Christmas Eve?
No.
Yeah.
So we're going to preview
Yes,
it
we
on
are.
the 23rd.
Yeah.
Are
we
you
play Christmas
available on the 23rd? That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Friday.
I'm just trying to think where. So we play on the 25th. That's on Sunday. So Christmas is on Sunday.
What is today's the 17th?
Christmas Eve is on a Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
we
guys
play
are
that
playing the
Saturday.
game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we play on that Sunday. I was going to go to that game, but I don't think I'll even want to go out there for that.
Yeah. So Friday will be the preview show of the 49ers versus the Commanders. And Dan, are you coming to the preview show? Okay, Dan will be there to talk 49ers as a Rams fan.
That's right. Absolutely.
He's going to bring more controversy to the Purdy topic as usual. And
person talking about it.
Let's
so
go,
you'll find
Let's
Rod and I. And hopefully we can get Book back, and we could get Treese, maybe the Wise Soul. We'll see.
Hey.
And you guys could join us in the chat.
Hopefully everything is all good.
Yeah. So with that said, take care, everybody. Thank you.
Love,
And
peace, and
subscribe
happiness.
and like.
Right.
And I know you guys already in the chat have subscribed, so thank you. But if you're watching this on the playback, please subscribe and click like.
Yes,
Thank
please
you.
do that.
Bye.
Peace out. Peace out.